my name is Jordan Guthrie, and this is speech number 4 for Professor Davies Communication 130. So, do you have a motto, like a mantra or a phrase that you can live by? My mom and I have this motto that says, life is about balance. And the more I grow up, the more I figure out that it really applies to everything, from school to work to jobs to I see it a lot on campus with students drinking excessively and their mass consumption of alcohol, because there are positive and benefits to consuming alcohol, but you can't reap the positive when you're binging on it. So less is more in this case. So why is it a problem? Well, mass consumption of alcohol is a major concern for the nation. And for example, 2/3 of students will drink in the next 30 days, and 41% of this will be heavy binge drinking. So it's not good for you at all. And this mass consumption is the main concern to other leading health risks. So consequences. Consequences include everything from the obvious death and injuries and addiction, all the way to other health concerns, property damage, police involvement, and of course your academic performance. I have some statistics to share with you that 1,800 deaths will occur per year due to misuse of alcohol. This is in students alone. 600,000 injuries will occur per year. 150,000 students will develop health concerns from the mass consumption of alcohol. And that's all just in students ranging from 18 to 24 years old. So common reservations felt by people when you mention binge drinking and mention alcohol consumption is, well, I don't drink. Okay, you might not drink, but chances are you know someone else who does, and you know other people who drink excessively and in binge-worthy amounts. Well, we don't drink greatly, or we don't drink excessively. Well, that's all right too. If you have a drink in moderation, you will reap the positive benefits, and that includes you'll get better sleep, and you'll reduce your risk of heart disease, gallstones, and type 2 diabetes with a moderate drink. We've never gotten injured. You haven't gotten injured yet. Injuries do happen. 600,000 injuries happen per year due to alcohol abuse. Well, I don't want to offend anyone. Okay, well, you don't want to offend anyone, then don't. Be gentle about it, and most likely if you're going to confront someone about their binge drinking habits, you're going to be talking to a friend or a loved one. You're not going to be concerned with a random stranger that you don't know. Oh, they're fine. Are they really fine? Another statistic says 1.2 to 1.5% of students admit to attempting suicide when they're drunk. Attempting suicide isn't succeeding, but you can land with permanent health concerns, and not to mention how many of the 1,800 deaths per year were suicides after being drunk. We'll never know. And after all this, you could still be thinking, well, what's the worst that can happen? Aside from death and injury and vandalism, you have 646,000 students are assaulted each year by another intoxicated student. 97,000 of these are sexual assaults. 150,000 students will develop alcohol-related health problems each year. Excuse the noise my computer makes. And 5% of college students will be involved with the police at some point, and another 110,000 will be arrested for alcohol-related violations. That's the worst that can happen. So common sense to avoid it, or just common sense and simple solutions. Don't buy it, or buy less. If you buy less, there's less to consume and less chance for a binge drinking, hungover blackout that you might have. Cut off those you care about. Cut off those who you know are completely drunk and already belligerent enough. Take care of each other. use the simple buddy rule. Go to the bathroom together. Go outside together. Um, Pay attention to strangers and people you don't know. Always have a DD, a designated driver, because 2.7 million college students will drive this year under the influence of alcohol. And drink responsibly. You don't need the alcohol to have fun. You don't need to have a binge drinking marathon to have fun. Be smart and be safe. It's just a simple common logic. So if you continue to binge drink and continue to consume these mass quantities, you will be another statistic. You will be another one of the 1,800 deaths, the 2.7 million drunk drivers, the 646 assaults, or the 600,000 injuries. You will be another statistic if you continue. You can reap all of those consequences. You can waste money on nights that you're too hungover and you blacked out that you won't remember. And what if the worst does happen? The worst definitely can happen. If you discontinue your binge drinking habits, however, you can reap the positive benefits. You can lower your risk of heart disease, gallstones, type 2 diabetes. You can sleep better, but you can still have a celebratory drink with friends. You can save money. We're college students. We're broke and we're finding every dime to pay for tuition. Save that money. Again, you can reap your positive benefits and you can remember the nights of fun that you had. And always remember that less is more. And what should your goals be to fix it? You, obviously, as I said before, you don't need the alcohol for fun. You can have fun without it and enjoy yourself. You don't need to quit your drinking habits. You can still have a celebratory drink and go out with friends. All you have to do is just be smart and be safe, watch what you and your friends do, and don't become another statistic. Thank you for listening.